Wow. Wow. Hello and welcome back to another video. And today's video, you can see we're reacting to more music, but we're not reacting to video game music today. We are reacting to some more Attack on Titan because we've done a couple of Attack on Titan songs that they've done very, very well. So thank you for that. But also there's been requests for more, so let's do more. And I saw this one come up, and it's called UC Big Girl, I think. I'm not quite sure if that's what it is actually called, but it's from Attack on Titan season 2, episode 3 or something like that, or the third track of season 2. And it's a live version, and I always think it's better to do a live version. I think I don't know if this is an official video or not, so someone's made this, so I will leave a link to this video in the description so you can check it out. So I'll explain how we do this here. If you are new, we will react to the entire song and watch it and listen to it all the way through without stopping. I'll write notes during it, and then afterwards we'll play it again, and we'll stop and start and talk about the things that I noticed and liked and stuff like that. But before we do that, please do click a like on this video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel as well so you can see more of these videos as I make them. And please do leave a comment as well, because it also really helps the videos out. But also you can leave your suggestions of other pieces of music that we can react to in the comments below as well. If we react to more Attack on Titan, other animes, video games, we've done a lot of Guilty Gear Strive, we've done Persona, we've done loads and loads of games. So whack those in the comments below and I'll make sure we get to them. But having said all of that, let me full screen this. So let's get into it then. Let's react to UC Big Girl live from the Attack on Titan OST in a reading and live event in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's got okay. That subtitle. Ooh. Ooh, that's really nice. Oh, interesting, okay. 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 Wow. stop right there. That was really, really cool. Let me take it back to the start. Really nice. Very... I mean, we're going to... Obviously, I'll go into more detail when we go back over it again. But it's kind of similar, I guess, to the other kind of Attack on Titan songs that we've looked at, where it's highly dramatic, and that's probably what I'm going to say a lot during this video. It's highly dramatic, and that's kind of the point, obviously. It's it's music to support that. This is a desperate situation that people are in, and it's a lot going on. It's very uncomfortable in a way, and I'll explain what I mean there. But I mean, in terms of the performance and the song itself and everything, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So I suppose we'll just get into reacting to it again, and I'll stop and start, and we'll talk about some stuff this time. Right, so let's go. So what I like here is you've got the dun, 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 which is a very sad little motif to start with, and the vocal line is following the melody that's being played by the strings as well, which is just kind of punctuate that, like starting off with a dun, 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 dun. So obviously it's playing within the minor notes, that is. So it sounds really uncomfortable. It's like, oh, this is not a warm and happy situation that we're in immediately from the very first phrase of the song. Really nice, really nice. And underneath, you've got kind of like the bass hitting in to just give those dramatic little hits in there to keep the pace of it going, to keep that kind of heartbeat there. But you've also got the drums, and the drums is the main thing driving it, like the foundation of the song at this point, because it's like, let me scoot over a bit. Hold on. It's like marching drums. It's war drums. It's like you'd see that you've got about, what, 200-300 years, and you've got like soldiers going down to battle with the marching drums. That's the sound we hear. It's militant. It's, or like if you, I don't know, see a parade or whatever with the soldiers and stuff, they'll have that. They'd have like that marching drum sound. It's to remind us that this is war. You know, this is a war situation. I really like that as well, because it kind of pulls us out and it does that kind of breath thing that it's like, bam. And you kind of expect it to hit straight into like a very dramatic chorus, but it doesn't. It kind of get that hit with the bass, and then it takes us on into it leads us up just a little bit. It doesn't punch us in the face, which it could do. We would have every right to if it wanted to, the song. But it just elevates it a little bit, keeps the drama there. Vocal is really nice as well. It's very solemn. It's very it's very sad. It's very sadly performed, which is obviously reflecting of the situation that they're in. The thing is, to be able to kind of get that feel within your vocal performance, you need to perform softer. And what she's exhibiting, the singer, is a lot of very good breath control, because if you sing softer, people will often go more into a whispery voice, kind of like this, and they let go of air too much, and then they don't sing that very well. She's not doing that. She's giving that softer tone. But her, breath control is fantastic. It's performed technically very, very well. And that's really nice. The little synthy going over the top. It's almost like, I can't remember what the instrument's called, but it's kind of like that's used in like War of the Worlds and stuff, where you touch it. I can't remember what it's called. Creates a really weird sound like that, and it's just really uncomfortable, isn't it? It's just like, oh, something's not right here, like. And it's quite a juxtaposition over the top of, you know, when we're having, you know, quite classical sounding instruments, with that weird little synth kind of sitting on top, reminding us this is strange. Something strange is happening here. I like that. It's just that small vocal hits with like very, I suppose, appropriate words to remind us of what the, you know, the narrative is within, you know, the song and the series. I wrote down actually like one of the first music reactions I did was to Answers from Final Fantasy XIV, and there's a very similar. If I remember, I'll put a little thing up at the top if you want to see it. I probably won't remember though. But it's on the channel, and there's a very similar kind of hit in that, where you're kind of driving home these themes. Betrayal, I think, was one of the words in there, and things like that. It's a really effective way to kind of slow everything down, but keep driving the point home, I suppose. Right. And obviously we're building to something, but like that vocal going straight into like a head voice, really well supported. You can tell it's just going out with absolute ease. She's doing it really, really well. I love that little piano bit as well, where you could have let the song rest and had nothing there and then just built it up again. But to have that little piano bit there just reminds us that even small things are happening. You know, that's kind of things like there's always something going on, and even small things are happening, even when, you know, everything stops or everything's stopping, which I really, really like. The voice is obviously fantastic. Really enjoy the piano in this section, but we'll carry on. We'll carry on. And notice as well, now we're kind of kicking into it, and we've got, you know, guitar in it now, electric guitar in it, just to push it a bit forward, and the drums are heavier. She's performing now in a full, like, chest register. It's full voiced. It's much thicker than what it was before, and that's obviously done on purpose because the song's about to kick up now. The song's kicking up now, so her voice needs to be able to go over the top of all the music, which is exactly why she's not singing softly anymore. And it sounds great. It sounds really, really good. So good. It's so good. It's really, really not easy to just do that, you know, especially when you're 2.5 minutes into a song, in a vocal song that you've sung a lot in, to be able to hit. I don't know what the note is off the top of my head. I don't know that, but I know it's obviously very high in a range, and to have that kind of cry kind of tone to it, gut-wrenching in a way. It's kind of tribal sounding, which obviously fits with the kind of the warring theme. Really, really impressive. Really, really impressive, and it sounded amazing. It sounded amazing. One thing I'll say as well, obviously, more about the singer is whenever you, to know if a singer is doing like proper technique and has been taught or has learned whatever, what you could notice is there, and you see it with her, is that there is a very big sound, but in terms of her physicality, she looks really relaxed. Really, really relaxed. There's no tension. Obviously, there's a lot of work going on with her, her core muscles who are supporting the voice. But you look in her body, she's not like tensing up, and it's just very relaxed, and that's why the sound is so free and it's so large. It's because correctly performed technique. Really nice groove at the end as well. I feel like you could kick up again and keep going. All right, we'll stop that there. Oh, that was, you know what? I really, really like that. It's really nice as well. I really enjoy if there is a live version to a track, like a soundtrack, something. I always try and look at those because there's always a little bit more that we can dig into and see with the live performances, I think, anyway. But I really enjoyed that. So let me know what you thought of that song. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is there anything that you noticed about it that I didn't? Put that in the comments below. And again, what do you want to see next? Put it in the comments below and I'll make sure we get it on the list and I'll make sure we get to it. But yeah, I'm not going to keep the video going for no reason. So we'll end it there. So please make sure that you like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel as well, because it really helps me out a ton. And with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.